welcome to Addiction of a Lifetime. I'm your host, Audrina Camo, and on this episode, I'm recapping a movie called The Wrong Child, starring Vivica Fox. This movie starts out with a little boy in a very domestic situation. His stepdad's calling him a little bastard, da-da-da. The mom's getting fed up. She tells him to leave. When the curtains close, she reveals she has a knife, and you see from the child's point of view that you hear stabbing and muffled noises, and then it flashes to years later in this nice suburban area with this really pretty girl running with hair like mine. It's gorgeous, but it's a longer. It's awesome. And this guy is watching from afar, this younger gentleman, and taking photos of her. And then she goes up, and in the driveway there's Vivica Fox, who's her mom, and then this nice businessman with no accent on the phone handling business, which is apparently her stepdad. And Vivica Fox is like joking, like, "Where are you and my husband going today? You have a little surprise for me. You have a secret," because I guess it's her birthday and she's expecting a surprise. And the daughter's like, "No, Mom, I have stuff to do." And the dad's like, "I have a business meeting. I have time for this. Da da da. We'll see you later." And the Vivica Fox gets in her car, goes to her job, which is apparently a bookstore, a boutique of some sort. And she's the manager and owner, and her best friend, who is her employee, is like, "Oh my God, I broke this vase you love. I'm so sorry. I'm so clumsy." Vivica Fox like, "You lucky that you my girl, you know. Otherwise I'd fire you," jokingly. She walks to the back, and all of a sudden, surprise! It's her husband and her daughter and her best friend. Are like, "Happy birthday to you. It's her birthday surprise." They have cake, and then everyone goes their separate ways. They have something to do that day. Later on, Vivica Fox and her husband are laying in bed, and Vivica Fox is woken by something, maybe someone at the window. She looks outside, she sees nothing, goes back to sleep. And then it's revealed that the guy that was watching her daughter before has taken a picture of Vivica Fox looking out of the window. And then he sneaks into their house unnoticed, starts scoping out the place, goes into her room, the parents' room, the daughter's room, then leaves. And then the next day comes, and then someone's at the door. Vivica Fox opens the door, and it's the same guy. He's like, "I'm looking for your husband." She's like, "Okay." He's like, "Can I come inside?" She's like, "No, I don't like strangers in my house." And he's like, "I am his long-lost son." And everyone's like, "What?" So he comes in the house. He's like, "You knew my mom a long time ago. She never told you that she was pregnant with me, but I found you. I hired a private investigator and all this stuff." He's still skeptical. He has meetings to go to. He's an architect. He has no time for this. He leaves in a hurry. He'll deal with it later. And then Vivica Fox is like, left to take care of him and her daughter. So the daughter takes him around the town. They go to like her friend's pool because she's allowed to go when the friend's not around, but her mom doesn't know that she's there when her friend's family's not around. And she just wanted her to be by herself. But she reveals this to her new, possibly stepbrother, because they're bonding, sibling bonding. And he's like, "You can tell me anything. It's our first secret as actual siblings," even though they're not siblings officially yet. And they bond over their similar past, how she explains how her dad had actually passed away, and then her stepfather took them in when she was older, and it's been good so far. He reveals his mom passed away. They bond over that. And they seem to be getting along, but the dad's still very skeptical. And at work, the mom's talking to her coworker or her employee about it, and the lady's like, "You should get a background check on him. You don't know who he is. He could have read the guy was rich online. Anything could have happened." Meanwhile, the kid is like watching from afar and sees this, and it's not happy. So they later that night, the dad is talking to Vivica Fox about it. He's not happy with the situation. She's like, "Maybe it's a good thing." He's like, "No, we need to get blood tests. And if we do get a blood test, it's not going to change anything. I don't know this kid. He's grown. I can't be his father." And they get in a tiff about it. And they take the blood test. And it's this really awkward thing where the son, alleged son, and the father just give each other mean mugs before the test for the DNA. And then later on it's revealed that it is his son. And he's just like, "You know what? Let's just go away. Let's just you to Vivica Fox and the daughter and start a new life. I'll leave, I'll stop working long hours. I'll work a 9 to 5. I'll leave this big time job." He's like, I can't be this kid's father. I don't know him." She's like, "You're being selfish," and all this stuff. And meanwhile, he goes to his job, and there's like vandalism everywhere, like all this blue spray paint when he's supposed to show the client something. And he goes to the house and he sees the kid has blue spray paint on, but it turns out they were paintballing, like him and the daughter, whatever. And he reluctantly believes it, but the guy still is, you know, mad that the father's not accepting him, and he thinks that a lot of the people around him have something to do with it, like the friend, the coworker, who tried to say do a background check. So he goes to the shop where Vivica A. Fox works while they're closing, and it's just the other lady there, and he stabs her because she's trying to meddle in his business by suggesting a background check. And then the girl's best friend is back in town because her mom went to Vegas, met a new guy, and that's what she does, so she has a house to herself. So the guy knows that, and he just goes to the house, confronts her, kills her just in case she could have said something to turn the daughter away from him. Then the father's getting suspicious. He finds a hideaway that we think, goes to the hideaway. Turns out he knew the kid all along. They're not really father and son. He found the guy somewhere, told him he'd pay him to, you know, help him steal the money from Vivica A. Fox and her daughter because they have a lot of money put aside for her expensive college. And that's the whole secret. And the kid's like, you know what, you're doing this wrong way, I'm sick of dealing with you, and stabs the father, and he's dead. And Vivica A. Fox is becoming suspicious of everything anyway because her friend told her to get a background check, the husband's not happy, so she starts doing her own research, goes to meet his actual relative. The relative tells her the truth about his mom and his dad, and that the guy that's her husband is not his dad. She quickly runs to go find her daughter ASAP and tell her about this, but the kid has already gotten to her daughter. He took her daughter, tied her up in this like weird mummy like it's so weird, like baggage or something. You just see like a movement in this baggage. It's really weird. He tells Vivica A. Fox where to go. She's like, I'm alone, give me my daughter, take me. And he like takes a knife, reveals that, you know, her perfect husband is not perfect. He found him. He put all their money in investments that did not work out, and he was going to take the girl's college money and all this stuff. He's like, you know what, I'm never going to even have a family now, no matter what I do, and tries to kill Vivica A. Fox, but she grabs the knife from him and stabs him, saves her daughter, and saves the day. And that was this Lifetime movie, The Wrong Child. Thank you for watching Addiction of a Lifetime. That was my first one in 2017. Hopefully there will be a lot more. Make sure to check out Addiction of a Lifetime on YouTube and subscribe, share, comment, like, all that good stuff. I'm your host, Adrina Kamel. Thank you for watching.